You think you understand silence. You do not. Silence is alive. It grows inside your skull. It scratches at your teeth and hums in your bones. Every second stretches into infinity. Time is a predator that waits for you to blink. Every memory you try to hold becomes distorted, tangled, and all wrong. Faces melt, names vanish, voices echo back wrong. You talk to yourself, you agree, you beg, you curse, you apologize to shadows that do not answer you back. Your thoughts begin to fight each other. The person you were yesterday yells at the person that you are today, and the person tomorrow is already gone. Your own fears become strangers. Your regrets wear your skin. Your hope twists into nightmares that you can't escape. Just think about it. Silence. Ooh. That's like hell. Every sense is heightened and betrayed. You smell yourself, taste yourself, and feel yourself. And even that is not enough to remind you that you are real. The wall becomes a mirror, a doorway, a mouth. The floor pulses beneath you. Shadows begin to grow teeth. The ceiling leans in closer every hour. You start counting the hours. 1, 2, 3, 23. But the numbers lie. They stretch, collapse, and mock you. You try to sleep. Your body obeys, but your mind does not. Your thoughts scream louder than your mouth ever could. You are awake. You are alone. You are trapped. And yet, you tell yourself, I am still here. You see, hell begins with a smell. Metal, rot, sweat, blood, even mold. You breathe, and it scratches your lungs. Every inhale tastes borrowed, bitter, stale. You receive food, not meals, but food. Sludge that smells wrong, sticky, disgusting. You eat because you must. Hunger claws, twists, gnaws. Your stomach becomes its own predator. Pain sits in your body like it owns you. Your bones ache, joints grind, cuts fester. Fever burns. You ask for relief, then you wait. And waiting becomes another layer of suffering because hell waits with you. Sleep is a lie because the darkness never really comes. The light hums, pulse, flash, strobe, and flicker. Close your eyes, and the walls are alive, breathing, moving, even whispering. Time stretches and shatters. Seconds become years. Hours collapse into nothing. You forget if you are awake, asleep, or dead. Your body is borrowed. Your mind is borrowed. Your thoughts are borrowed. Your own voice becomes a stranger. Your reflection is a stranger. Shadows crawl. They stretch, twist, and watch. They whisper your name in tongues you don't even know. Others vanish. Sometimes you hear them scream, but sometimes you don't. Sometimes you scream, but nobody answers. Illness becomes normal. Pain becomes normal. Hunger becomes normal. Silence becomes normal. You forget what normal was. The walls lean in. The floor rises. The ceiling pulses. Time is a predator. Light is a predator. Darkness is a predator. Even memory begins to slip away. Faces vanish, names vanish, even your own name vanishes. Everything fades away. You are not you anymore. You become nothing. You try to scream, and it comes out hollow. You try to cry, and the tears taste like ash. Ugh. You try to move, but your body betrays you. Hollow, shaken, unrecognizable. See, hell whispers constantly. It gnaws at the edges of your mind. It rots the edges of your soul. It leaves you alive to watch yourself disappear. Sometimes you remember yourself, but most times you forget you even existed. Hunger, pain, waiting, light, shadow, silence, they're all endless. You are endless. Nothing is yours. You're not the same. You're not even a shadow of yourself. Just a vessel for hell to practice its cruelty. The end result? Hell never ends. Hell never sleeps. Hell does not need to burn. It corrodes, gnaws, whispers, and takes piece by piece until there's nothing left. But you realize you are still here and may remain long after, even though you have forgotten who you truly are.
First of all, congratulations. Hell no longer needs a pitchfork. Oh no. You turned them into algorithms. See, hell used to tempt, but now it just suggests. So scroll a little bit longer. Argue with strangers you'll never meet. Trade sleep for validation. Confuse attention with love. Confuse trauma with personality. Confuse freedom with options. That's beautiful work. You blame the devil for things that you Google first, then pray for deliverance while double tapping the destruction. You shout fake news while swallowing things that agrees with you. Oh, and the hypocrisy is the chef's kiss. Religion became a costume. Morality became a brand. And truth, too aggressive. Hell used to recruit sinners, but now you identify with it. You don't need chains. You prefer comfort. You don't need demons. You defend them when they look like you. Hell noticed something fascinating. You fear being judged, but you judge everyone first. You hate manipulation, but love when it benefits you. You want accountability as long as it's someone else's. Hell barely clocks in anymore. So here's the update. Hell. Nope, it isn't underground. It's normalized, funny, trending. It's sponsored. And before you ask, oh yeah, there's an exit. It exists. They're just labeled self-reflection, silence, discipline, and our least used door, personal responsibility. No one clicks that door anymore. No one opens that door. Hell, if they was to give us a letter, it would say, P.S. Stop blaming us. We've been understaffed since you learned to lie to yourself. No, hell doesn't scream anymore. It whispers. Because whispers require you to lean in. You keep asking why everything feels heavy. Why jokes leak. Why love rots faster than it should. Well, it's not a curse. It's weight. Every lie you swallow without chewing, every truth you felt and buried alive, everything you said, that's just how I am, instead of, I'm afraid to change. That weight is heavy, and it sinks. You think hell is fire? Fire ends things. Hell is maintenance. Same wounds, different faces, same patterns, different excuses. You call it growth because you learned the language of healing, but you never healed. You just decorated the cage. You see, hell, it watched you weaponize trauma to avoid responsibility. It watched you call numbness peace. Watched you mistake isolation for wisdom. You don't need demons because you are fluent in self-betrayal. Every time you felt that pull in your chest, the moment before the text, before the pause, before the truth, the breath before the boundary, it wasn't hell. That was the door, and you ignored it because freedom doesn't clap for you. Hell thrives on delay. I'll change later. I'll heal when. I'll tell the truth after. Later is hell's favorite lie. You keep waiting for a sign. And that's it. That's all you do. Wait. So if you truly want to know what hell really is, nope. It's not flames, not screams. It's just a quiet realization that no one is holding you in hell but you. And the scariest part is you already know how to leave. You just love the pain because at least it's familiar to you. And on that note, I just say, ugh, what the hell?
Hell notice you've been saying, I'm in my healing era, while still entertaining people who stress you out because you don't want to be rude. That's not healing, baby. That's what we call customer service. Hell also clocked you saying, I hate drama, right before re-entering the same situation with the same person expecting a different personality. That's a bold strategy. And listen, no shaming. But if you keep saying, I don't care anymore, yet immediately explain yourself in paragraphs, you care deeply. Hell loves the new version of you, though. The one who self-aware, but still occasionally unhinged. Growth with personality. Very own brand. You've improved a lot. You recognize red flags. You just keep dating them in different fonts. You know your triggers. You just announce them instead of addressing them. You believe in peace. You just negotiate with chaos first. That's progress adjacent. Also, as a side note, you don't need closure from people who couldn't communicate while present. Closure is a luxury item, baby. Most of them are on clearance behavior. Hell did get nervous when you started enjoying silence. No doom scrolling. No background noises. Just you. That's usually when people start making decisions that hell can't influence. So please, if you're going to change, hell only asks that you give it a heads up first. Hell hates surprises, especially the kind when you stop over-explaining, start leaving early, and don't feel guilty afterwards. That version of you is very inconvenient for the hellbound. Anyway, hell will let you get back to your life, or whatever version of it you're almost ready to choose. And they'll tell you, casually yours, hell, with a P.S. If you laughed, felt called out, and still thought, damn, that's true, then yeah, that's the point. Hell got you. Don't be deceived, baby. Have some discernment. God bless you.